Warning: the following live stream will contain spoiler discussion from Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 2. If you have not seen or do not wish to be spoiled, please refrain from watching this stream. You have been warned. What is going on, guys, and welcome to the Stranger Things Volume 2 After Parts. Hey, what's happening, guys? I see you in the chat. It's popping. We are live, and we are here to talk all things Stranger Things Volume 2. Oh my goodness gracious. What an amazing finale. What did you guys think of that? It was absolutely incredible. Had such a great time watching that. Oh my God. You see the poll that I have up? Did you guys cry? Let me know in the chat if you guys cried. I see you guys in the chat there. What's going on, Daniel? What's happening? Jay, what's going on, bro? Oh, Jay got some Dominoes. Nice, bro. There you go. There you go. That's what's up. Sweaty potato chips. I see you. What's going on? Shan Page Vlogs, my wife. What's going on, Shannon? Oh my gosh. What an amazing, incredible ending for this. Just, oh my God. This season was just absolutely not. I can't even find the words for it, man. It's just, oh my gosh. It was incredible. Did I cry? I did not cry. My eyes teared up, but I did not have any tears fall. They were probably inches away from falling there whenever, it seemed like, Max was dead and then she did die. I was just like, what? No. It's not supposed to be like this. She was supposed to make it out of this, right? And then, 11 was able to bring her back and my eyes just filled up. And I was just like, oh my God. But now she's in a coma. Who knows if Max is going to be able to make it out of that coma and, be around for season 5. It's going to be absolutely, oh my gosh, it's going to be insane. Guys, I I don't even have the words. This was an amazing series. And my wife, I got to tell you guys, I have a little bit of a story. So my wife, Shan Page Vlogs in the chat there. So, I'm hanging out upstairs and everything and, just doing some, cleaning up upstairs. I come down the steps and she had her, she's just doing a little bit of coloring there with her colored pencils and whatnot. Guys, I come down the steps and, she was watching Stranger Things season 4, the episodes beforehand, prior to volume 2. And so, on Netflix, how it just plays and it just rolls right on into the next 2 episodes. So I come down the steps and I hear Vecna say 11. And I was like, what? I was like, dude, Vecna has never said 11. Is she watching this? I was like, what's going on? Is she watching this without me? So I ran down the steps, guys. And I looked and I was like, Shannon, I'm like, are you watching this? And she's like, what? No. And I was like, yeah, you are. It's on. She looked up and she's like, oh my gosh, she wasn't even paying attention. She was too focused on her coloring and everything. She didn't even realize that it had came on. It was maybe like, I don't know, maybe like a minute and a half in or so, right in the very beginning of the Papa episode. Guys, oh my gosh. I was like, no way. It was crazy, but she was like, I had no idea it was on and everything. It was just, oh my gosh, so funny. So funny. So what an awesome episode. I'm seeing what you guys are talking about here in the chat. Here, looks like there's about 58 of you guys in here already. This is awesome. Do me a huge favor, smash that like button. Let me know you're here. Let me know if you cried. Unbelievable. Mad Max Mayfield, Eddie's last words, I love you, man, weren't on the script. They were improvised by Joseph Quinn, the actor. Oh, really? Oh, that's amazing. No kidding. I thought that was his acting was just on point. I'm so sad that we only get to have him for one season because, man, Eddie was such a great character. You know what I mean? Obviously, completely misunderstood by more than half of the Hawkins population. Oh, man, he was just absolutely incredible. I thought he did such a great job, portraying that character. I thought he did great. So, let's see. CDDS said they cried the whole time. Yeah, like I said, I was tearing up a little bit, but it was like, I feel okay. But then, like I said, whenever it got to that scene with Max and, it looked like she had passed away, I was just like, oh my God. And then I just started tearing up, and thankfully I didn't cry, but oh my gosh, that was very, very sad for sure, guys. Yeah, Joseph Quinn, he's an amazing actor. It's so cool. He's from England there as well, I do believe. You can't even hear the accent. Him and Millie Bobby Brown. Guys, how about Millie Bobby Brown whenever, her and Papa were having that discussion and everything after, after he had drugged her and everything. Or wait, that was just before he drugged her, I think. Yeah, that was like just before he drugged her. She absolutely nailed her role as 11. I think she just nailed it right out of the park. So pumped. Such an amazing episode, guys. Omar Dawes YouTube, what's going on? My heart was raised because the last since Eddie died in front of Dustin. I love Eddie. Yeah, you guys, it's just really, really sad that Eddie had to go. Like I said, I thought that he was probably going to be the one that would end up passing away this season. It's just really, really sad that how it turned out. But in the other hand, we pretty much have all of the main characters still alive. And by God, I really didn't think that was going to happen. What did you guys think of their plan? What did you guys think of their plan in order to take out Vecna? Honestly, I thought it was a really good plan. I thought it was perfectly, executed and solid, aside from, of course, Jason trying to ruin it. Oh my God, I freaking hate Jason. He literally, if it wasn't for Jason, you guys, I don't think Eddie would be in a coma right now, right? He'd still be, perfectly fine. So, yeah, I thought their plan was great. I thought they had an amazing idea. I was worried about it, though. I was like, I don't know, because of the fact that Vecna's so powerful. Like, he's just going to be able to figure out what they're trying to do and whatnot. And he did it. He did ultimately. But in the end of the day, they were able to get out of there and everything. So thankfully. So, hey guys, give me just 1 second here. I got to let my dog out. I'm sure you heard the bark there. I'm going to let my dog out here and everything. and I will be right back, like 30 seconds or less. Just give me 1 second here, guys. And we're back. We're good. Sorry about that, guys. I had to let my dog out there real quick. But yeah, what was I talking about there? Just the whole plan that they were executing, right? I mean, by God, it was such an awesome plan. The way they had it all phased out, like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and 4. And then just the whole, they had it. It was going to work until Jason, just so hell-bent on finding out what was going on with the Hellfire Club and how he thought that they were the ones, responsible for Chrissy's death. Just, man, he is. If it wasn't for him, Max wouldn't be in a coma right now. Yeah, Max is in a coma, and 11 invaded her mind, and guys, she saw nothing, just nothing but darkness, and that's not a good sign. That means there's probably no brain activity right now. So, she's just kind of comatose, obviously. So hopefully, she comes back in, but oh, man, I don't know. I definitely am very, very worried about Max for sure. Especially the fact that, she was blind as well. Is she going to be able to have vision? Is she going to be able to see what's going on around her anymore? Or is she going to be blind and everything, So, and then also, I saw Vecna. He broke her one arm. He broke her leg, and then he broke her other arm. I didn't know he broke her other leg too. It looked like she had on 4 casts, two arm casts, and then 2 leg casts. So, oh my gosh, it's just, whew, man, oh man. You got your handful there. I hope the Duffer Brothers don't listen too much to the fans. I hope they stick to their deaths, for certain, instead of bringing a character back for the sake of feelings. Yeah, I agree with you there. Just stick with the script, stick with your original ideas. That is what is going to drive your show. I mean, don't, if I'm the Duffer Brothers, I wouldn't, deviate from the plan that you have in order to continue telling this story for them. I would, it's worked greatly this far. Why change things up just by fans' demands of, trying to bring, characters back to life or anything like that? You know what I mean? So, Eddie's gone. It's sad, but, at the end of the day, I think he didn't die in vain for sure. So, Omar does YouTube. Also, the end of the episode of 11. I'm so confused. Are you talking about like how, the epilogue there, whenever, the worlds were starting to merge in together? That's the upside down. That's Vecna's plan. The upside down is coming into the real world, essentially. And, 11 was standing there in that field. You saw half of it was full of life with all those flowers, and the other half is just full of death. And that's the upside down coming in. Like that, you guys know, that wasn't snow. That was dust from the upside down. So, Jaden Cato, please put this up. I please put this up. I kind of knew Eddie was going to die because normally characters that just come into the season, die just like Bob, but I still bawled, especially when Max died. I lost it, but she didn't. Yeah, I thought Max was a goner for sure. That's when I started tearing up. I didn't cry, but I teared up. And then 11, was able to bring her back. But of course, she's in a coma now. But I was absolutely just stunned and shocked by the whole situation as well. Guys are blowing up the chat. Do me a huge favor and smash the like button, guys. I see 61 of you guys in here so far. This has been awesome. I also have to say thank you guys so much for the support on the last live stream. My goodness, that was easily the most successful live stream in the history of the weekly wrap up. Over 250,000 views on that last live stream. Are you kidding me? That was insane. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. And yeah, this is how we roll 100%, as far as these watch parties go and discussions with these shows and everything. Ashley says, I'm a huge Metallica fan and Eddie playing Master of Puppets. Yes. Oh, wasn't that dope? When he started ripping it with that guitar, I was like, oh, dude, yes, it was fire. I was loving that. I thought that was great. And, to see him holding that down for a while. And that plan was going to work. It was going to work, except for that, that motorhome so freaking crappy. They started coming through that little smoke detector there or whatever that was. And then in the back room there was the window or whatever was open. And then that's when it all went haywire. So, but yeah, that was so dope. That concert that he put on, that was definitely the coolest. Just seeing what you guys are saying here in the chat. Looks like Mad Max says, okay, I found out Miss Kelly, the school counselor, wears a clock necklace in the shape of a key. And there's a theory that it's a key to the grandfather's clock. Oh, yo, Mad Max. Are you talking about the one that's in the upside down, right? The one at the Creel house? Oh, man. Oh, that might be like the ultimate key for possibly defeating Vecna, right? I mean, oh my gosh. And let's talk about Vecna here for a second. You talk about defeating him. I mean, my goodness, these guys were throwing Molotov cocktails on him, setting him on fire, lit him up. And then the whole situation with Nancy lighting him up with that sawed-off shotgun. I thought that was awesome. But I was screaming at the television. Ask my wife. I was screaming at the television. I'm like, shoot him in the head. Shoot him in the head. She kept shooting him in the body, like in the shoulder, chest. I was like, shoot him in the head. That would have finished him off, but obviously that didn't happen. I don't know how he survived that. I mean, being lit up by Molotov cocktails, not once, but twice, and being shot with a sawed-off shotgun, like how many times? Oh my goodness. And somehow he got up and just like walked away from it. It's like, wow, this cat probably being in the upside down just gives him more super abilities and everything, I guess, So, Paige Tanner says, I don't think I have ever been more scared to watch a series, right? Oh, I was like nervous. I was like nervously excited, as I think everybody in the world was just like nervously excited for it. It's like, yeah, let's go. This is going to be great. And it's like, oh, I'm not so sure about this, So, seeing what else you guys are saying here in the chat. Ryan says, not a theory, but what if this is all a D&D game? Yeah, dude, a lot of people have said that. I've heard that a lot in my last stream that I had. And boy, I really hope that's not the case, because that would be kind of cheesy, right? You know what I mean? So, hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it's just, it's originality and everything. So poor Eddie. Yes. So sad. Ashley says, when Vecna was not to be seen outside the window, reminded me of the original Halloween movie. Oh yeah, that was definitely a callback. I agree with you on that. That was definitely a callback there to the original Halloween movie, and how she had taken him out. He flew out the window. He was laying out the window. He looked like he was dead, and then the doctor comes in and looks out the window, and then he's gone. Michael Myers is gone. So it was pretty much like the same thing. I guarantee they got that idea inspired from that. So yeah, good observation there. Where is Argyle, Enzi, Yuri, and Murray? So Argyle looks like he is in, it looks like he's in Hawkins, as well as I think Enzo is with them. I didn't see him though, but perhaps he's with them, along with Yuri. And then they didn't show Murray there at the end either. I assume they're all in Hawkins because they all travel together. But I guess we'll find out in season 5 too. So. And we'll be talking about season 5 here for sure, guys. Javi says, did Max actually die? I don't think she's dead, but she's in a coma. And she did die though. Lucas said, towards the end there, he said that her heart stopped beating for a minute, and then it started back up, and they said that was nothing short of a miracle, or a miracle, I should say, America. Nothing short of a miracle, due to the fact that it restarted, and obviously that was because of 11. He was able to save her there for that. So, and yeah, she's stabilized. Yep. You got your handful says, I'm concerned that that fire will no longer be a weakness for the upside down monsters. What if they become immune to that? Vecna seemed to handle that fire fine. He did. Yeah, that first Molotov cocktail just kind of like, it burned down. It kind of slowed him down at first. And then, he was just on his knees, just looking up at them, glaring. And it's just like, dude, shouldn't you be like mortally injured? And then the second one like slowed him down. And then obviously it seems like guns and everything, bullets don't really affect these monsters in the upside down too much. It just kind of slowed them down to give you maybe a little bit more time to do what you need to do in order to escape. But man, I thought for sure that he was going to be done after the fact that he got that second Molotov cocktail. And then she was hitting him with that shotgun. But of course, he was still standing there, being, staggered backwards. But like I said, I just kept screaming, Nancy, shoot him in the head, and everything. So Jay says he looks forward to the 90s. What's going on, Jay? Yeah, dude. From what I understand and from what I've heard, there's going to be a little bit of a time jump between season 4 and season 5. And season 5 is going to be in the 90s, which is awesome because I'm a 90s kid. I love the 90s. And that's going to be amazing. So it'll be really cool to see what they do with that, if that indeed is the case. So we'll have to see what goes on with that. When did Halloween come out? Ashley asks. I think that was in 19. Oh yeah, that would make sense too, because of the whole Halloween mask that Max has that she let Eddie use and everything whenever they stole the RV, the Winnebago. I think Halloween came out in, I want to say it was like 78. Let me look that up real quick, actually, guys. That's a good question. Halloween original, because there's been so many remakes. Halloween movie release date. Yep, I was right. October 25th, 1978, which is one day before my wife's birthday. Yep, 1978. So I was right on that. It's good stuff, guys. Good stuff. What's happening, guys? Got 127 of you guys in here. What's happening? Do me a huge favor and smash that like button. We're almost up to 80 likes. Maybe we can get this stream to go off like the last one was. Get everyone in here that's seen Stranger Things Volume 2 to come out and hang out with us. Give me a second here. My camera goes in and out of focus. There we go. Looks like it's trying to come back in. Edit buddies, what's going on? Thanks so much for stopping by the stream. Ending is stupid. Now we have to wait 2 years. Why do you say that, not BL? I thought the ending was great. I thought it was fantastic. The only thing I was sad about is the fact that Eddie died, but somebody had to die. You know what I mean? Somebody from the main crew had to die. Then obviously, Papa died. Jason died, which I was not mad about because he like ruined their plan. And then obviously, Max is in a coma there. So Mad Max Mayfield's got a theory. She says, I think Vicky is going to join the group and then die in season 5. And the balloons popping with blood. Oh, wasn't that freaky? Oh my gosh. With blood in Max's vision is a reference to it. Yeah, it was. Good observation. Again, you guys are smart. That's a really good observation. My wife says Hopper is a badass, right? How sick was Hopper whenever he picked up that sword and slayed that Demogorgon? Oh, that was so dope. Oh my goodness. He sliced his arm off and then he went for the head. And I was like, yes, Nancy will go for the head now when they transitioned back to the upside down with them and against Vecna. But of course she didn't go for the head. It's just like, oh man. But yeah, that was so sick. How will it time jump if the upside down is spreading into the real world? Quick, I'm confused. Yeah, you know what? That'll be interesting because like time's frozen in the upside down. So if the upside down's merging into the real world, does that mean that the real world is going to potentially have a time freeze? We'll have to see. That's interesting. We'll have to see how they handle that. Do you think that they will resolve the end of season 4 at the beginning of season 5 and then do a time jump? Kate asks. Yeah, that seems like the logical thing to do, I would think. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. That would make the most sense as far as like being able to, progress the story along for sure. Darkvid says, what if Max heals and can see Vecna or feel Vecna like Will because they are both attacked by Vecna, aka an upside down monster? Oh yeah, yeah. I could see that happening as well, So we'll have to see if that if that ends up being the case as far as, Max being able to heal and see him since, he was the one that attacked her and everything, and was inside her mind for so long too, So they might have a couple spies on hand. Guys, if you hear a couple pops in the background, don't worry. It's just a fireworks going on since Independence Day is only a couple days away here in the United States. Shooting off fireworks and stuff in our neighborhood. Seeing what else you guys are saying in this chat. It's blowing up. 175 of you in here. This is awesome. We're only 9 likes away from 100. Let's hit that century mark, guys. Jaden's got a theory. Jaden says the group that Max wrote letters to, the group that will read them when she wakes, and it will bring... Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, because if she wakes up, I wonder if she's going to have some kind of like memory loss, some kind of, amnesia and everything, So, yeah, maybe those letters will... Oh, yeah, maybe they'll come into play, and then they'll read them to her and everything, and then everything will come back and she'll be good to go. That's an awesome theory. I like that. That's cool. That's very cool. Mike Wheeler says, I love how you made a video for After Stranger Things Season 4 Part 2. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah. No problem, bro. No problem. Yeah, I might do a little breakdown video for Volume 2 and everything as well. Stay tuned for that, guys. Just make sure you have the bell notifications turned on if you if you haven't had them turned on already. Kate says they're not fireworks, they're fireballs versus Vecna. That's funny. Oh, man. Star Platinum Gaming, what's going on? In Season 5, in the end, they will set fire to Hawkins in the Upside Down and killing the Mind Flayer and Vecna, but also killing Will in turn because of his connection. That makes sense. Yeah, I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening as well. That's a really good theory. You guys have some awesome theories. For sure. You got your hands full says, I think music would help but bring memories back to Max. They did that to Will in Season 2, and they tied him down in the shed, and Joyce reminded him of his birthday, March 22nd. Yeah, guys, definitely. You see how music really makes a huge difference in this show? Going back to Season 2, obviously, like what she just said, whenever the Mind Flayer had infected Will's mind. Oh man, yeah, that's what helped bring Will out, and he was able to use the Morse code, to help them out and everything. And then you have music here in Season 4 being able obviously to help out anyone who's cursed by Vecna. It's all connected. The way this show is written. My God, man, the way this show is written is absolutely incredible. Wow. All right, guys, I'm going to throw some music on in here, some ambient Stranger Things style music just to keep it rolling here. Here we go. Turn it down a little bit. I don't want it to be too loud. Let me know if that's too loud or too low. Darkvid says, what if, hear me out, what if Max dies or Lucas thinks she dies and he goes to kill Jason to get revenge? I think Jason's already dead, though. Did you notice that? Whenever the earthquake happened and it initially happened there, when it was splitting apart, he was right there, right at the fault line of the earthquake, and his body got split in half. Go rewatch it there. Yeah, he's done. There's no way he can come back. And if so, I mean, the only way he'd be able to come back is if he was like some kind of, some kind of monster, perhaps, But even then, I don't think so. Omar does YouTube. Can you do a breakdown of the episode? Yeah, dude. Yeah, I can do that. It might take me some time, obviously, because, with season 1 being, or episode 1, I should say, being, an hour and 22 minutes. And then the second episode of volume 2 was 2 hours and 22. So it'll take me a while to analyze it and everything. So, bear with me. I can definitely do that though, for sure. I can try to get that up maybe by the end of this upcoming week. I do have the 4th coming up here on Monday, but yeah, I can try to work on that though, for sure. Mad Max says, I would keep the Demogorgon as a trophy on my shelf. Yeah, right? Also, what if it just ends with everyone just dying since the end is the end of the show? Oh, that would be terrible. Oh, man. I would be in a pool of tears if that happened. I'd be like, no, you can't kill everybody. Come on now. Oh, man. What's going on, Wrap Up Squad? We got 188 of you guys in this chat. Smash that like button. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. Would also be absolutely amazing. Become a part of the Wrap Up Squad as we roll on through, because we had an absolutely amazing stream, last stream out, and this one looks like it's going to be quite awesome as well. So definitely consider subscribing to the channel and checking out my other videos here as well, guys. It's good stuff. Ryan says, what if the rest of the world is actually moving forward, but Hawkins is stuck in the 80s? Yes, that's a good theory, and that's really kind of gotten in my head there, as I think somebody else mentioned that a little bit earlier on there, with this, along with the same idea of how the Upside Down's frozen in time. Now, with the two worlds merging in, is Hawkins just gonna freeze? Obviously, time is a huge element in this game. I mean, you hear the clock ticking right now in the background. That's a huge element of the way the show has turned up. So that could absolutely be a possibility, guys. So looks like the chat's starting to speed up a little bit, guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn on slow mode here to kind of help things out a little bit, because it's getting kind of hard to keep up with these chats. My favorite moment from this season is the probable episode 1 when we first hear the growl, Chrissy. It was such a great moment. Chrissy. I say that all the time, every time we rewatch that episode, and we've rewatched that episode probably like 5 times. I always know when it's coming, and I'm like, Chrissy. Oh, man. What does the 4 chimes mean? So 4 chimes, 4 deaths. That was all part of Vecna's plan. The fact that, he kills 4 people, within the real world. That is his ultimate goal, to be able to do that. And that is how he will be able to bring the world of the Upside Down into the real world, and, being able to take it over and everything. So yeah, that's the whole deal with the 4 chimes and everything. And then, once you hear that 4th chime, that's when it's typically game over. So remember how Chrissy couldn't wake up. Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Hey, hello. So funny. Taylor can't stop crying over Eddie. Yeah, it's sad. It's so sad. Lucas's voice was so sad. Oh, I know, for sure. The Miss Kelly theories haven't been answered, so they're all either wrong or haven't been answered, which makes me feel like it's even more unfinished. Yeah, there's definitely a little more to that. We had her a little bit on and everything during this season, but, and then it got to the point where just kind of, forgot about her, and there's definitely more to it. You guys have noticed quite a bit with her like clock necklace, the fact that she has clocks in the house. I mean, I haven't even noticed that myself. I was just like, holy crap, I didn't know that. So I have to go back and rewatch that for sure. And, try to analyze that myself. That's a really, really good observation. Dustin crying made me cry. Yeah, dude, that was so sad. That was so sad. The, him mourning over Eddie. That was terrible. But Eddie didn't die in vain. He died a hero. Tell you who did die in vain though. That was Papa. Papa died in vain because 11 you know, she wouldn't say anything about that. So Alden with the the 199 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Stranger Things 5, the days of futures past. Yes. Yeah, definitely going to be some kind of time element happening within season 5, and I'm here for it. Let's go. Let's go. Meek says, please read. I think the writers will somehow try to bring back Eddie, and I don't know how, but I think something will happen in season 5. It'd be quite interesting if they're able to bring him back. I personally think he's done, but I mean, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, we had Max come back right within, you know, minutes. So we thought she was done, and then there she is. She's back. So who knows? Fab Stranger Things fan says, I paused it immediately after Max died, ran into the other room to my family, telling them while crying. Oh, it's so sad. Then went back to play it and discovered Max did not die. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Just a roller coaster of emotions. Yeah, my wife was just like screaming, like, she died. She died, Albert. She died. And I was like, no, this was not supposed to be. So, and then she was brought back to life by 11. Thank goodness. Omar, why slow mode? Because chat's kind of popping off a little bit. I want to try to make sure I'm, you know, keeping up with everybody's comments and everything. Yeah, I was pretty upset when Eddie died as well. You know, I knew it was coming, but it's still sad. You know what I mean? Even though you can see it coming a mile away. Whenever he went back outside and he was riding a bike and the bats were chasing him, I was like, dude, he's done. And then they were circling him in the air. I was like, dude, he's finished. Natasha, please read. If Dustin and Susie build a time machine and bring back some of the people who died in the fight against Vecna. Oh, man, that would be nuts. Wow. I mean, Susie is very, very smart, you know, and obviously this is, you know, fictitious. So maybe perhaps that could happen. You know, I like it. It's a cool concept. Who knows? Vecna's curse. What if Vecna is still alive, found Eddie's body, and either took him and bring back to life and used him as a spy? Oh. In the form of Eddie. Oh, that would be nuts. Wow. And then he goes back into the real world. Wow, that would be incredible. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some kind of more spy features, because that seems like that's Vecna's like go-to. He likes to be like creepy and do like a spy thing, you know, and get in people's minds. Edit Buddies with the 99-cent super chat. Thank you so much, Edit Buddies. I appreciate that. Ron Poop Stains in the chat. What's going on? You guys with these names, it's hilarious. It's so funny. Oh man. Need more Susie. Yeah, we didn't have enough Susie in this season, you know. Maybe she'll become more of a main character in season 5, perhaps. I cried 7 separate times during volume 2. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at the poll here, guys. Let's see. It looks like there's about almost 650 votes. Did you guys cry at all during volume 2 of Stranger Things 4? 80% of you said yes, and then 20% said no. So, looks like a very large amount of you cried. Yeah, Max, wake up. I don't like this. Yeah, she died for a minute. That's crazy. What if there's a huge Demogorgon that's bigger? Oh man, than the shadow, and secretly is hiding and comes out in season 5. That would be nuts. Oh my goodness. That could definitely happen. We could see more, you know, side villains come into play. Just Be Cool with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Just Be Cool. Oh man, their return to Hawkins. Their return to Hawkins pizza van scene was fire, right? I thought that was so cool. So awesome. And how about Argyle, guys? I thought he was kind of a dud at first, but dude's smart. Dude's smart. Came up with some great ideas and was really able to help help the crew out there. Let's see. Do you think that they will leave Hawkins? Yeah, I think everyone's leaving Hawkins except for them. I think they're going to stay. They're probably going to stay and fight, you know. So, be something else. I cried. So everybody cried when Eddie died. Yeah. Eddie was the first person that made me cry on TV. Oh, wow. Argyle is amazing and I love him. Yeah, he's funny. I like him too. I don't love him, but I like him, you know. I wasn't sure about him at first. I was like, all right, you know, and then he's cool. He's cool. Please read, why did the Demogorgon not kill one? Please read, why did the Demogorgon not kill one when he was sent to the Upside Down? What do Demogorgons eat in the Upside Down? Oh, it's a good question. You know, it's like we saw it there. He was just roaming along there once he realized he was like there in the Upside Down, and that Demogorgon didn't attack him at all. You know, you could see on the other side they showed him he's just crawling up there. You know, it's weird, right? I don't know. Maybe the fact that they just, I don't know. Maybe they just, I don't know if they're like cannibals or something. They just like eat each other. I don't know. Who knows? Destiny Myers, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I sobbed when Eddie and Max died. Yeah, me too. Me too. Especially whenever Max died. Even when she was brought back to life. When she was saying that she couldn't see and she couldn't feel anything, I was like, oh my God. And then she just died, you know, in his arms. I was like, gotta be kidding me. Edit Buddies with another super chat there for $1.99. Wow, thank you so much, Edit Buddies. I appreciate that so much, sincerely. After watching Stranger Things, I don't need sleep. I need answers. Oh, yeah. And yeah, guys, I mean, whenever it comes to Stranger Things, I mean, when's Stranger Things 5 going to be coming out? It's going to be a little bit, I think. I think we're going to probably be waiting here for a little while before we get a season 5. I think the Duffer Brothers were quoted saying that it's not going to be as long of a wait between, you know, as long of a wait as season 4 was whenever it came out. Obviously, the pandemic was a main primary reason as to why it took so long. But, you know, from what I understand, I think that, you know, the wait for season 5 is not going to be as long. So, but we'll see. Chris says, bro, I believe Max didn't die. Here's why. Yeah, I think she's in a coma for one, for sure. She levitated, not because of Vecna, but because she achieved the max status of 3000, or to Lucas, one needed faded away. They're needed to the Upside Down and took her soul. Yeah, dude, I don't think she's you know, she's not dead. She's just in a coma and everything, right? But it's not looking good though either, because 11 went into her mind there while she was in that coma, and it was just nothing, just completely empty space. There wasn't anything, you know, going on. No brain activity at all. So it might be a little bit before we see Max again. Daniel says October 2024 for my prediction. Is that for season 5? Whew, that's a ways to go. That's a little ways to go. But yeah, it's definitely going to be, you know, more than a year. That's for sure. Let me see here. June. I could see it coming maybe July of like 2024 maybe. I could see that. Because it seems like July is a pretty popular month for Stranger Things. I remember, what was it, season 3 that had dropped in July? Yeah. So. Delaney says it's probably really horrible that I didn't cry at all when Eddie died. But yet Ugly cried so hard when Billy died. I think it's just because I'm obsessed with his absent face. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's funny. Elise, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream. Do you have any theories about Max in this next season? I mean, I really don't have any theories that I can think of right now. I'm still processing. I might be able to come up with some here probably in the coming days, perhaps. But for her to come back, you guys have made some really good points. I think what's going to bring her back is, Lucas continuing to talk to her, as well as like music. I think music's obviously playing such a huge role whenever it comes to this show. So I think that's going to be a very, very big, a big thing whenever it comes to her revival and everything, and survival as well, as I should say. Josh Z with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Josh. I have to rant. I am tired of people expecting Mike to pick up on Will's feelings. He had trouble figuring out his own. He gets too much hate. Yeah, he definitely does get a lot of hate regarding that, right? For sure. I thought that this season, I thought Mike had a lot of growing up to do. I thought he was having kind of a hard time. It seemed like everybody was growing up, quickly. And it seemed like he was just kind of stuck in the cement, and everything. But these last 2 episodes here in Volume 2, I thought he grew up quite a bit and everything. And I thought I was really happy to see that. Thanos with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Why couldn't 11 bring Chrissy or Fred Benson back to life, but was able to bring Max back? At that time, whenever I'm trying to think back, whenever Chrissy died, 11 didn't have her powers yet. And same whenever Fred died, she didn't have her powers yet. She had got her powers back, whenever she went to, when she was in Nevada and everything and was in the Nina device. So I think that's probably why that's the case there. And plus she can't bring everybody back, I guess, right? Eddie's Windows wife, RIP, says get him to 5,000 subs. Yeah, 100%. Guys, this has been an insane ride. If you guys have enjoyed this stream, do me a huge favor. Subscribe to the channel. Consider subscribing to the channel. Smash the like button. Check out my other videos. If this is the first time you guys are here on the channel, this is what I like to do. I like to talk with you guys. I do live streams discussing all things entertainment, as well as video games as well. I have quite a bit of video game news on the channel that I talk about. Typically when video game news breaks, I try to get a video up as quickly as possible. If not, maybe, go ahead and do a live stream talking about it as well. And then also I tend to every once in a while talk about tech as well, some tech news and whatnot. So, and then every once in a while I also do Let's Plays too. So if that's your, kind of like your thing, something that you think that you would enjoy, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. I would sincerely appreciate it. Chris says, I think that the season finale was pretty rushed, to be honest. It kind of just moved all over the place, and the final fight was so basic. Oh, you think so? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was, I wouldn't say it was rushed, honestly. From my point of view, I thought it was fine, because if they would have slowed it down, I mean, we would have been looking at a volume 2 that would have been like, each episode would have been over 3 hours, right? Like episode number 8 was like, goodness, an hour and 22, and then 9 was 2 hours and 22 minutes. So, at the end of the day, I didn't feel like that was rushed. There was a lot of information that they had to, portray to the audience and get out and everything. And I thought they did a fairly good job doing that. Maybe if they would have broken up episode 8 and 9 maybe into like 2 additional episodes for each one, so maybe like 4 episodes, like volume 2 maybe having 4 parts, I could maybe see that perhaps. But at the end of the day, I thought they did a pretty good job wrapping things up here for it. We all have crazy theories, but the show kept it the realest they could. I respect that. Yeah, most definitely. Yep, I completely agree. Yeah, I've never seen Dustin cry so much either. It's sad. It's so sad. Jaden says, I think for Max to come out of her coma and receive memories back, if Elle kills Vecna once and for all, this means Elle will have to sacrifice herself for Max to come back. Oh, that would be so terribly sad. that might be the case. And make no mistakes about it, 11 would definitely do that for Max. She wouldn't even hesitate. So did it bother anyone else how Vecna was choking Steve, Robin, and Nancy for like 20 minutes and no one died? Well, I mean, I guess like how tight of a grip did he have on them, I guess, right? But yeah, I could kind of see where you're coming from with that. Maybe they could have had them get tied up a little later on during that encounter and fight that they were having there. I'm so mad Chrissy didn't wake up to watch Volume 2. Oh, man. Petition to make Running Up That Hill a Stranger Things anthem. Yeah, I could definitely see that. That was definitely the Season 4 anthem, I thought. You know? Alana with the super chat. Thank you so much, $9.99. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it. Do you think that Max's consciousness is buried deep in her psyche and Elle will have to find her? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I think 11's going to have to, I mean, those memories, there's nothing going on. It's all just darkness. But I think that she is definitely going to have to go back into her mind and do something. And like I said, I think music is going to come in play. And I also think that, I think Lucas being there is going to be what brings Max back there, I think. We'll have to see though, because Max is like, she's the only one that's ever really survived Vecna's curse there, so. Please read, what if Max wakes up from the coma and does not remember anything? And Vecna convinces her to turn evil against her friends like he tried doing to Elle in the lab. Oh, that would be terrifying, right? Yeah, I think, I don't know. I think that she's going to wake up, but I think as far as like, her being able to remember anything, a lot of that's going to have to deal with, just her friends talking to her while she's in that coma. Like she's definitely going to have to continue to be visited and everything. I think it's definitely going to come into play as far as, if she's going to have amnesia or not. It's going to come into play whether or not that happens if her friends visit her and see her and stuff. Please read, what if since Vecna is the mind flayer, what if he takes Will over again and uses him to spy for the big fight in Hawkins? Oh, that could definitely happen. Yep. Because, he's like the only one that can feel, Vecna. Right at the end there during the epilogue, he felt him. He's like, no, he's still alive. I can feel his presence. So that tells me, that he's somehow still connected to him. So to me, I feel like that definitely could come into play. Yep. Eddie, wake up. I don't like that. I know. So sad. Guys, sorry about that. I'm hearing mic noise there. I might have to check that in a second. Bear with me. Hopefully that doesn't continue there. I don't know what that's all about. Please read, Max will forever be blind. So sad. I really hope not. I hope that Elle was able to somehow restore her vision and everything. Please read, do you think the kids will tell their parents what is really going on in Hawkins? Yeah, that's another thing, Lone Wolf. Like, the whole media is trying to cover up saying like, oh, it's an earthquake, and all this was going on due to the fact that, the Hellfire Club, they're responsible for the deaths and they're still pinning it on Eddie. Like, come on, like just let it out. You know what I mean? Just let them know like there's another world, that's different than ours, and it's trying to take over our own and whatnot. There's only a few, there's only a select few that actually know what's going on. I don't care about anything. I just want Steve to live. Well, if you're in this stream, I assume that you've seen it, and I can say that, yes, he is alive for sure. Edit Buddies with the 199 super chat. Thank you so much, Edit Buddies. If Max can't see anymore because of the film on her eyes. Yeah, it's the whole situation with Vecna whenever he was raising her up and everything, her eyes roll back, and you know, that's just how it is. You can't see anything, and then that's the last thing that goes. Your eyes, they pop, and they were getting ready to because of all the pressure that he was, you know, putting on her and everything. You saw whenever she dropped and Lucas was holding her, there was just blood just running down her face from her eyes. So, you know, she may not get her vision back. That may be permanent. So let's see what else you guys are saying here in the stream. Vecna pulled an Anakin, right? Oh, man. It's Reese. What's going on? Thanks so much for stopping by the stream. Who do you think will die in season 5? Oh, man. I'm still processing what happened in, you know, in season 4, volume 2. I don't know. What do I think will happen? Goodness gracious. As far as who will die, I honestly don't know if I can answer that question right now. I really don't. Like I said, I'm still processing 4 volume 2. So yeah, there's definitely, I feel like everyone's got to be on death watch at this point, you know, because this is going to be the ultimate battle. It's going to be an all out war, you know, in Hawkins. So Vecna's curse is will. Perhaps it's definitely a, you know, definitely a chance Will could die. When Vecna breaks his victim's legs and arms, is that practical or CGI? Yeah, that's definitely CGI. Let's hope anyways. Yeah, that was a $5 super chat as well. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I definitely think that's a, you know, CGI there. That'd be terrible otherwise, because there'd be actors walking around with broken arms, right? It's a pretty cool special effect. Yeah, it was so sad whenever Eddie died. When is season 5 coming? We don't know. We don't know. I think it's going to be like at least 1.5 years. You know, at the very least, before we get it. I think it's going to be like 2 years probably. It's not going to be as long as the wait that we had for 4 though, because that was a long wait. Will's speech in the Vandom mic though, wow, yeah, he was like, you know, in a way he was trying to come out. That was definitely what was being implied there during that speech and everything, and it also helped Mike out as well. I think Mike needed to hear that, everything that Will said to him. That was a great BFF moment there with those two. Irish on ping. Irish on zero ping. I think Max's soul will be returned once Vecna is killed or defeated. I'd like that theory. Yes, I could see that. Like he's killed and all of a sudden she's like, and she wakes up. I like that. If not, Elle will have to do something in her mind. Yeah, most definitely. Does anyone else ship Nancy and Steve more than Nancy and Jonathan? I do, Delaney. Yeah, definitely. I was sad to see that. You know, her and Jonathan getting along, and then Steve just walking, you know, by himself, and then Robin like kind of patting him on the shoulder there. That was sad. I was like, oh man, it just whenever it seemed like they were gonna get back together, you know. I don't know. Alden with the 199 super chat. Thank you so much. Ted Wheeler, Mike's dad, will die in season 5. Oh man, he's hilarious. He's like the comic relief, man. He's like the dud dad, right? He's just, oh my gosh. He's funny though. Yeah, this news. You hear this? You got hell coming over, and you know what he was saying there at the very end. I was cracking up. I was like, "Oh, this dude's he's wild." Kate says Nancy Wheeler is the best. Detective by day, demon killer by night. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, she's a badass. Yep. Bro, Steve should have gotten Nancy. I know. Whenever they were like talking at that one, I forget what that one scene was. They were talking and everything. I thought that he was going to tell her right there. And then Robin, I think, interrupted. And I think that, you know, he never got the opportunity again. Whenever they were in the woods there. Taylor can't stop crying over Eddie. Yeah, it's so sad. Yep. The only reason I say the finale was so rushed is because 11 got more powerful with the power of friendship, which is so cliche Pokemon type stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know, to each his own, I guess. You know, I can understand where you're coming from there, you know, 100%. But, you know, I thought it was, I thought it was nicely written and everything. I thought it was well done. But I can definitely understand your perspective there as well. What new type of monsters do you think will be in season 5? So I'm not like into D&D, so I'm not going to be really familiar with names of like monsters and everything. But like we've had like what demo dogs, demogorgons, obviously, demo bats, mind flayer, obviously. I don't know, what haven't we had? I guess gosh, haven't had like a wolf or anything like that yet, right? Maybe we get like some kind of demo wolf. That would be kind of nuts. That would freak me out. Kate says we need to stop playing and cast the Stranger Things kids as the new X-Men and have the Duffers direct. Oh, that'd be dope. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure the MCU would like that. Yeah, let's just talk about how great of a job I thought the Duffer Brothers did. And honestly, you know, I mean, the way they're doing things right now, I think they're gonna have their own studio here. I mean, they're just like completely nailing it out of the park here for sure. I think it's just a matter of time before they have their own movie studio. You know, they won't have to rely on Netflix anymore. Max will be in the hospital when all of season 5 watch. You know, I was actually kind of thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, Max isn't going to have a huge role, I bet. I bet she's just going to be laid up in that hospital in the coma. And then, like, towards the end, she's going to wake up. Or in the very end, she's going to wake up. A la, like, Back to the Future with, like, you know, Marty's girlfriend. Remember how she was sleeping on that swing? She fell asleep and, you know, that was like it. They left her on the swing and she wasn't even in the third Back to the Future until the very end. That's probably what's going to happen here. He did get done dirty, but he was a champ, you know. He went out on his own terms, you know. I am sad about it, but he did go out on his own terms as a hero. That's what he wanted to be. He wanted to be a hero. He wanted to stop running, and he didn't die in vain, you know. He went out as a champion. Maybe when 11 healed Max, she got part of her powers. Ooh, that'd be quite interesting. She would obviously have to be trained with that if that's the case, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, you guys are thinking that Max is going to have powers, huh? Maybe. D-Masters Pizza. Oh, dude, when Jason died, that was so gruesome. Oh, right? Oh, but you can see, like, his gut splitting. That was crazy, bro. Like, the gate opened up right through the middle of his body. I feel bad, though, because he had no idea what was even happening. Yeah, he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't listen. That was his downfall. He didn't listen at all. You know, throughout the entire season, he never listened. He just kept going with these narrow-minded ideas of what was happening. And it was just like completely, you know, not true, obviously. So it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. So the damn cat says, I just got done watching. I was kind of hoping for more, honestly. Really? I thought it was good. I thought it was all right. What more were you looking for? Let me know. Let's see if I can follow up with you on that one. Chris says, amazing camera quality. What do you use? It's beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate that. So I use the, I have a mirrorless camera. It's the Panasonic Lumix S5. And it's with a, I'm trying to remember the name of the lens. The lens is escaping me right now, but yeah, that's the camera body I'm using there for this stream and for all of my videos. If you check out my other videos, you know, the camera quality is even better there because it's in 4K. This is 1080p, 60 frames per second, obviously, but if you check out my other streams, or my other videos, I should say, you know, they're in 4K. High dynamic range. What's going on, Connor? Yeah, man. 100%. This man, oh man, this show is unbelievable. I'm just blown away. I'm still processing everything. I'm definitely gonna have to watch it again. You know, it's just, oh my gosh, it was nuts. Jason the basketball clown. Yep. I did not like that kid. Very narrow-minded. And you could see how he was changing too, you know, once he had those hellfire ideas in his mind and he was just like sharing them with everybody else. And it's just like, dude, like, no, like, listen to other people. Stop being so narrow-minded, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it was just unfortunate. Edit Buddy says, I have a theory that the night of the big basketball game for Lucas, the D&D game, was going on, and they were Lord Vecna, which might have summoned him because shortly after that, Chrissy was killed. Oh yeah, they were talking about him and stuff. Yeah. Although he always had the plan to do it, you know. I mean, he had attacked her mind whenever she was in the bathroom at school too, right? Yep, that's probably going to happen. Very, very good observation. Very good observation. What if Vecna came for Dustin now that Eddie died because it's in the past? Because that's trauma now that Dustin has. Yep. Oh, such good observation. I have to remember that. That's awesome. Good stuff. Mad Max says, I like how when you see the missing person posters, you don't see one for Jason. Yeah, that's a great point. Yep. It's like no one cares about Jason. Lucko P says, please read if Will can sense the mind flare / Vecna / one / Henry. Can we now officially say he has some sort of superpower out like L? Yeah, he definitely has some kind of sense ability whenever it comes to, you know, the Upside Down and, you know, and one. Just because of the fact that he invaded his mind. And in that alone, it left a trace of the Upside Down in him forever, and he's able to sense what's going on. So I definitely do agree with you on that. This is an awesome stream, hanging out with you guys, talking all things Stranger Things Volume 2. If you're in the stream, hopefully I didn't spoil you. I did put up that little warning there before the stream started, so hopefully you guys didn't get spoiled here hanging out with us here tonight. I see there's 198 of you. Yeah, just hit 200 there in the stream. Sincerely appreciate it. Do me a huge favor, smash that like button. Additionally, consider subscribing to this channel as well. And because if you like this stream, I do streams like this quite often, so, you know, you're here for this, you're definitely going to go ahead and you'll definitely appreciate this for sure. D-Mac, what's going on? Thanks so much for joining the stream. Guys, I think we just hit a milestone here. I was keeping an eye on my subscriber count here. I think we just hit 5,000 subscribers. And I'm going to tell you why that's so amazing. Because 72 hours ago, you guys, I was at 1,740. This has been quite an incredible ride, I must say. And I want to say thank you to every single one of you guys that have supported this channel. And I really hope that you guys enjoy the content that I'm pushing out here. Lewis, what's going on? I see your $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Lewis, there. Bauer Brown Sync deserved noms. Best season yet. Yes. Oh, yeah. They did absolutely an incredible job. Millie's scene when she was talking to Papa. Oh, my gosh. It was amazing. I was like, dude, Millie is absolutely killing this scene. Her acting was phenomenal. And yet Sadie Sink, she was just... I mean, she didn't have like a huge role in season 3. Like, yeah, she was there and everything, but she was still kind of like joking around. But she had more of a serious role this season, and she nailed it out of the park for sure. Vecna's Curse, it's the last 2 episodes of season 5 is the Battle of Hawkins. Yeah, I was thinking that. I took the dog out earlier on today, and I was thinking like, season 5 finale is going to be called the Battle of Hawkins. It has to be. Yep. And then you said the other is the battle, or is the Rising of Vecna and the End of the World. Yeah, 100%. Yep. Lewis wants to know with his super chat there, and I'll get to that here in a second. Terry asks, these main characters have plot armor not to die. That definitely seems to be the case. I think the fans will just riot. That's what it is. Lewis's super chat. Thank you so much, Lewis, for another $2 super chat there. Best and worst episode. Oh man, I don't know if there was a bad episode this season. I mean, maybe the first one, just because of the fact that they kind of had to establish things and establish like where everybody is. But even then, it wasn't a bad episode. Every single episode was fire. That was I'd probably say that'd be the worst one though. And then the best episode this season was, oh man, probably the finale, the piggyback episode, or Papa, I'd say, volume 2. Before you watch Stranger Things, who did you think was going to die? Mine was Papa, Max, and Eddie, maybe Hopper. Yeah, I mentioned that I think in the previous stream. I think I had mentioned that it was, I was pretty confident that Eddie was going to be one to die. I had thought that Steve was going to be saved due to like marketing by Netflix. They actually put up a billboard saying that, that they didn't think that he was going to die. They didn't say he was going to die. They had said that protect Steve in the billboard, and I think that was like a nod from Netflix saying like, he's gonna be okay. So Paul with the $10 super chat. Wow, Paul, thank you so much. Congrats on the channel growth. You showed up on my recommended on Friday night's stream, and I enjoyed hanging out and listening to you talk Stranger Things and communicate with your chat. Thank you so much, man. I like hanging out with you guys. It's awesome. And, earlier on, I got to say, right before I started the stream, I was like, oh man, I was getting kind of nervous because like I'm aware of my growth on this channel, and that alone just kind of made me a little bit of nervous, about it. And I was just like, nah, dude, just hang out and talk like you did in the last stream. And that's exactly what we're doing. It's all good. When are you ending your stream? Let me see. It looks like it's 10:15 here. I'll probably be ending the stream. I'm still a little sleep deprived because I was up till 3 a.m. the other night with you guys. I might end it around 11, but we'll see how. That's in about 45 minutes, but we'll see how the chat's going and everything. And maybe I'll keep it going until midnight. It'll be midnight at the latest, but right now I'm thinking probably 11. So about 45 more minutes. We'll see how it goes. I think in season 5, Lucas will probably die. because of Mac's death. Oh, that'd be horrible. I thought Lucas, when Jason pointed that gun at Lucas's head, I was like, dog, Jason's done lost his mind completely. Like, he's pointing a gun at him. Like, oh my gosh, you know, and somehow Lucas was able to fight out of that, and I thought that was great. But what, you know, he's there is a chance that he could die. I do believe that as well. I thought he was going to go this season. Whenever the situation was happening, I think, you know, I was sitting there, I was like, dude, Jason's going to kill Lucas. Like, they're going to get in this fight, but I bet you, you know, the gun's going to be loose. You know how they do those classic scenes, they fight, but the gun is like off to the side and the camera makes sure it's focused on the gun in the foreground with the fighting going on in the background. I thought that was going to be like one of those kind of situations. And then I thought that he was going to get the gun and end up shooting Lucas and everything. And it was just going to be this whole elaborate, dramatic scene. But thank goodness that wasn't the case. Lewis with another super chat. Thank you so much, Lewis. Love the finale and Dear Billy. Yeah. Dear Billy was an awesome episode. Oh, I forgot about that one. That was the episode when Running Up That Hill really, you know, took more meaning as far as season 4 goes. So yeah, that's a really good, that's probably my second favorite one. If Nancy gave Eddie a minigun and a police shield, I wouldn't die. Yeah, I mean, you would think so, but at the end of the day, you know. Madam X says, I think season 5 will end with them unlocking the clock and finding something to kill Vecna in it. And they will have a huge war. Oh, it's definitely going to be a war, Mad Max. Definitely. That clock has so much meaning, and I don't think we understand. I really don't. I think we all don't understand the meaning of that clock yet. I think we will eventually, but oh man, it's definitely going to have a lot more meaning than what we think. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that, most definitely. Who else is... Eggo Waffle says, who else is upset that Will didn't come out? Yeah, I think he was trying to, but he's just not ready yet. And I'm thinking it will probably come in season 5. Obviously, if it doesn't come in season 5, it's not going to, but I think at some point it's going to happen in season 5 is when he actually does it and everything. So we'll see. My theory, Will has a crush on Mike. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. That's sad. Not sad that he has a crush on Mike. He's sad that, you know, Mike's not going to have the same feelings, obviously. Yeah, season 5 is the end of Stranger Things. That has already been confirmed. Sweet Cloud, you're right about that. And then the Duffer Brothers also hinted at spin-offs, you know, for Stranger Things as well. So we might get some spin-off shows for this. So this might not be the end of it. We might have, you know, we might go ahead and have a, you know, a bunch of spin-off shows and everything for a Stranger Things universe. So it's pretty cool. Dax says, notice how every character with a B in their name has died over the season. Barb, Bob, Billy, and Dr. Brenner. Great observation. Yes. Yeah, if you have a B in your name, it seems that you're cursed. Yup. That's weird, right? Kind of knew Papa was going to die because every season someone died with the letter B. Yep. Who do you think they'll make a spinoff about? I could see them making a spinoff about Dr. Brenner, maybe. About Papa. You know, perhaps. I could see that going down. That would be a really, really interesting one, too. Maybe even one. Josh Z with the super chat. Thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate you. Caleb and Sadie crushed that death scene. Max begging not to die and being so scared. Felt like Peter Parker at the end of Infinity War snap. Oh, yes. Oh, what a great comparison. Yeah, that scene was, oh man, pulling at your heartstrings too, right? Oh man, that's a really, really good comparison there. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, great acting. The cast, they took their acting up another notch this season, I thought. When is season 5? Nobody knows yet. I would guess at the very least a year and a half away, but potentially 2 years, I'm thinking. Lewis with another $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Lewis. I'd love to see a Murray spinoff. Yes, that would be awesome. I'm down for that, dude. He's an awesome character. I'm a huge fan. And remember he was lighting up those Demogorgons? I thought that was great. I was like, bro, light him up. Light him up. I was so pumped up for that. It was freaking great. Good stuff. A spinoff of Max and L. That would be kind of cool. Captain Crispy Bacon says Eddie's death was a heart wrencher. He didn't have to die. Also, I just sub. Thank you so much and welcome to the Wrap Up Squad. Sincerely appreciate that subscription. Yeah, I know he didn't have to die, but it was his choice. It was his choice, and it's so sad. I do agree with you, though. It was very sad to see Eddie go. I completely concur. Crazy stuff, guys. Did anyone else see Billy's name on his grave change? Yeah, I noticed that in the trailer, actually, way back. It's a couple months ago. That it said William Hargrove, or did it say Billy Hargrove first, and then it changed to William Hargrove? That was weird. They didn't really have much of an explanation behind that. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Perhaps we'll find out in season 5, you know. Yeah. Is Max going to survive? We do not know. Hopefully she does, but it's definitely looking, you know, quite scary right now. My only one thought that Jonathan did barely anything this season. This is coming from someone that is a fan of the character. Yeah, dude, I thought the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I think he kind of lost himself in this season. You know what I mean? Kind of, or trying to, you know, figure out who he was, you know, as far as like his identity goes. I agree with you on that. And then it seemed like it started coming back once, you know, he was reunited with Nancy. Maybe that's what he needs. You know, he needs Nancy in his life. That could be the case. I don't know. But yeah, I do agree with you. He was just kind of, yeah, Jonathan was kind of a dud this season. I didn't like Mike earlier on either, but these last 2 episodes I did. But yeah. Lewis says that Jonathan is the worst part of the season. Elise says the show is so bittersweet. The kids are no longer kids anymore, even though they have so much in store. I will miss the days of the past. Yeah, they've grown up this season. Kate says we've started at Halloween, 4th of July, spring break in November, so like fall. Will season 5 start in the heart of winter? Perhaps, yeah. And then we'll be wondering if it's snow or dust that's falling from the sky, right? You know? Vecna's Curse says, you're growing really fast, and I am a big fan. I'm trying to say whenever you get big, don't forget me. I won't, Vecna's Curse. I don't want you to come after me, right, or curse me. Albert. Yeah, I won't, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate the support, guys. I went over 5,000 subscribers here during this stream tonight. It's been amazing. It's been quite the ride the last, 48 to 72 hours. I'm glad you guys have found this channel. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content. Like I said, feel free to go ahead and check out the other content that I have on the channel. And, I have quite a bit of variety on here. I have video game stuff, technology stuff, and then obviously the entertainment stuff such as Stranger Things and the like, as far as watch parties go and whatnot. So, and then countdown parties and after parties after the countdown parties. You know how it is. If you're here and you're enjoying this, this is the place to be 100%. So definitely consider subscribing to this channel. Lewis Berry with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Lewis. I think season 5 Stephen L. have not Tony Sacrifice. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some sacrifices happening in season 5 for sure. Yes. Season 5 is just going to be nuts. It's going to be an all-out like war. Cyrus, I keep skipping your comment. I don't see it, bro. I'm trying. I'm trying. There's a lot of chats going through here, and it's hard to keep up. I'm trying my best. If I see it again, though, I'll try to answer it for you. Please read this. I think Billy is still alive because he was in the Upside Down. He said himself that he could have been that one who died, and he could be trapped in the Upside Down. I don't think so. I think Billy's dead. Billy got impaled multiple times there by the Mind Flayer there in season 3. I don't think he's alive. I think he's gone, unfortunately. Mad Max says, can we take a moment to appreciate Albert trying to make sure everyone knows he notices them and appreciates their support and tries to make sure everyone gets a chance to get their comment read. Thanks, Mad Max. That's really awesome. I appreciate that. That's exactly what I'm doing too. Like, it's scrolling so fast, I'm just trying to do my best to try to, answer everybody's comment, but the comments are coming through literally every 5 seconds. So it's hard to keep up, Is there going to be a season 5? Yes, there will be a season 5. Season 5 has not been announced yet, but it's definitely coming. The Duffer Brothers have said that season 5 is going to be the last season of Stranger Things. They haven't said exactly when it's going to be yet, but I would suspect it to be, at the least a year and a half away. But more than likely, it's going to be at least, I'm thinking like 2 years probably. It's going to be a little bit. Only reason Eddie died was because he is a new character. They have to kill him off like they did Barb, Bob, and Alexi. Yeah, it seems to be the case. Yeah, that's what myself and my wife were thinking too. It's like he's a newer character. He's not going to be sticking around, and everything. So, it's definitely unfortunate. That's the way I thought about Robin too. I was like, maybe Robin will die. This season, whenever she got strung up, I was like, oh man, they got Robin. It's like Robin's going to be gone here. But, thankfully she got out of there and everything, which is awesome. Dom VR says, I fell asleep at work because I was watching Stranger Things Volume 2 all night. Yeah, dude, that 3 a.m. is tough, right? Like, oh my goodness. Everyone's upset about Eddie dying, I know. Alex says, please read this. During D&D, Dustin rolled an 11, which was not enough to defeat Vecna, but Lucas's number in the basketball was 8. Could that mean that 8 will appear in Season 5 and defeat Vecna? Or help 11? Yeah, you're not the first person to mention that. My last stream, somebody mentioned that as well. Excuse me. And I think that's a really good observation. Lucas, he said that he wore the number 8. The actor for Lucas, he said that he wore the number 8 because it was a homage to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant wore the number 8, of course, whenever he played, whenever he was alive playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, he wore number 8, and then he switched it to 24. And so he was saying he was wearing 8 for a homage to Kobe Bryant. So he could be just saying that. I don't think he would just say that because that would kind of be like, tossing Kobe Bryant's name in vain somewhat, just to make an excuse to cover that up. So I don't think that's the case as far as that goes. It's a good theory, but I don't think that's what it's going to be. I feel like it could have ended better. I wish they could have answered a lot more questions and theories. The last 20 minutes was a waste of rebuilding Hawkins. They should have made it at the very end. Yeah, the rebuilding of Hawkins in that was the epilogue. Yeah, I think the epilogue could have been maybe like 10 minutes. They probably could have cut that up a little bit more. I agree with you on that to a point, definitely. Bro, one of my friends said that I need to get over him. I move on that Billy's death, and I'm still not over it. It's been a year, and I still cry every day. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, it's sad because Billy, sacrificed himself to save 11. So, Delaney, welcome back to the stream. Thanks so much for coming back. Cyrus, there's your message there. Theory that there will be similarities between Henry Creel and Will, that perhaps Henry may touch with the Mind Flayer before coming to Hawkins and is possessed, and that is how he got his talents. Oh, that's a good observation. That's a good theory. I like that, Cyrus. Yeah, because, obviously Will's able to feel him still, so it's like you can feel him, but, you also have powers as well. Maybe Will has something going on that he doesn't even know about quite yet. Who knows? Mad Max, I see you. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate your support. 100%. Edit Buddies is going. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you so much for your super chats tonight and hanging out. It's been an awesome stream, guys. Good stuff. Got 211 of you guys in this stream. It's been fantastic. What did you think of Will's painting? You mean before they showed it? I'm not sure. I was kind of thinking it was like a picture of like him and Will together, maybe just like holding hands or hugging or something like that. Maybe I thought it was going to be something along those lines, something a little more simple. I didn't expect it to be something so elaborate as that D&D drawing. I thought that was really awesome. That was a nice drawing. MGM Linus, I dated someone just like Eddie in the 80s, and now they're both dead. LOL. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's crazy. Sorry for your loss. That's wow. That's nuts. Vecna's Curse says they changed their PlayStation Network name yesterday, and it's now Dustin's_dead_cat. Oh man. Yep, as you guys can recall, Dart is the one that ate Dustin's cat. The 8 episode was annoying, not gonna lie. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite episode either. When I rewatched season 3, we typically skip that episode. I understand the meaning behind it. It helped 11, kind of find herself and become even more powerful, but I don't know. It's definitely probably, looking back, that's probably my least favorite episode of the entire series for me. 11, what's going on? Thank you so much for liking the stream and subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the Wrap Up Squad. Sincerely appreciate you. This has been a really, really fun stream tonight, guys. I'm having a great time hanging out with you. I eclipsed 5,000 subscribers tonight. I'm just under 5,100 there. Perhaps we can get to that tonight. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please consider, of course, subscribing to the channel, as well as liking the stream as well. Looks like I have 248 likes on this stream. Oh, man, this is awesome. Just hit 250 now. Holy moly. This is awesome. Alyssa asks, what is my favorite season of Stranger Things? I believe it's the one we just watched. I think 4 is my favorite. Just the way everything came together, the storytelling, the acting, the locations, just everything is just so very well executed. And I thought it was really well done. I think 4 is my favorite. And then after that, I'd probably say season 3. Bob, what's going on? Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to the stream or to the channel. Welcome to the Wrap Up Squad, my dude. Appreciate you sincerely. John Ward, was anyone else expecting Max to die? And as the credits roll, the letters that she wrote for each character are just shown. We get to read them. Oh my gosh, that would have been, man, I would have been bawling. I'm glad that wasn't the case, but yeah, I could have seen them going in that direction. Yeah, Max Robinson, if you're in the stream, I believe everybody loves Stranger Things, 100%. Let's take a look at the poll here, guys. Obviously this was an emotional episode. And I asked you guys in the poll there, and it looks like there's over 1,800 votes on that poll. And I asked, did you cry at all during Volume 2 of Stranger Things 4? 79% of you had said yes, and 21% of you said no. And like I said, whenever I was watching, my eyes filled up, but the tears didn't fall. I was this close whenever Max died and then was resurrected by 11 there. Oh, man. Please read, I wish Eddie fought Jason instead of Lucas. Yes, that would have been ideal, right? They kind of hinted at them having a bit of a rivalry, too, back in the very first episode of Season 4, whenever they were in that cafeteria kind of going at it, right? That would have, that was like kind of a context clue. I was like, oh, maybe they'll fight, and then, it ended up being Lucas, so. But yeah, that would have been cool. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We're just hanging out, talking all things Stranger Things Volume 2. So if you're in the stream, I am under the assumption that you have seen Volume 2. Yeah, Velocity, what's going on? I see you there in the comment. Appreciate you. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Murray and Erica carried the series. Yeah, Murray was awesome this season. He is absolutely hilarious. He's one of my favorite characters, and Erica really grew up this season. I thought she was awesome, and I thought she did a great job too. You can't spell America without Erica. I cried more when 11 and Hopper reunited. Oh, that was a very emotional scene. Yeah. Yep. I like how whenever 11 closed the door, she left it open 3 inches too. She even mentioned that whenever he came in the door. She's like, I left it open 3 inches. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm going to start crying here. The Veronica Vlogs, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you. Captain Crispy Bacon joined the Discord. Thank you so much for joining it. Yeah, guys, I have that stickied up there. Yeah, feel free to join the Discord community and everything. Just a, an easier way for you guys to get notified whenever I go live and everything, whenever a new video gets posted, and can hang out and chat all things weekly wrap up. Eddie held up an Iron Maiden tape saying, "This is music." Iron Maiden's mascot is named Eddie. Oh, no kidding. I did not know that. That's cool. That's well done. Do you think Max is still alive, or do you think she will gain consciousness? And also, I'm still wondering where Murray and the Russian dudes are at. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't show them. That's one thing. I was wondering. My wife even mentioned that. She was like, where's Murray at? And I was like, I don't know. I guess he's in Hawkins somewhere. I assume he's in Hawkins, but yeah, they didn't show them. They survived, though. They all made it. So, I don't know. LGL Pass, why do you think that, bro? Hey, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hey, what's happening? Hey, what's happening, Darkvid? Weren't you on earlier? What's happening? Day's going good, though. I honestly feel worse for Lucas when Max dies. Like, he was so close to getting her back. Yep. I know. I was thinking that, too. You could tell that, he loves her. Not saying that he won't get her back or not, but he might not. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. I almost cried at the end. I almost did. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Like I said, my eyes filled up and then tears didn't fall, but it was close. I was like, oh my gosh. It's crazy. Mad Max says, choose one to save, Steve, Nancy, or Murray. Oh, wow. I hate these questions. Steve, Nancy, or Murray? Only one to save? Oh, goodness gracious. I don't want to say Steve or Nancy because if one of them, you can save one of them, the other one's not going to make it. So, gosh, I'd probably say Murray, I guess, in this scenario, just because of the fact that, like, in the afterlife, Nancy and Steve would be together, in heaven and everything. So that's my observation there. Vecna's curse. Somebody followed you on PS4 because I told you my name. Oh, dude, that's crazy, bro. That's nuts. Max alive. Probably her mind stuck at the upside down, attached to Vecna. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that. I think that a couple things are going to happen. She's going to, have to have her memory saved, and I think she's going to need music to help her wake up. And then if nothing else, then I think obviously Vecna's death is going to be what brings her out of it. So she might be asleep the entire time. So, hey, see you later. Have a good night. Henderson, you're skipping my comments. Bro, I'm trying my best. Like I said, these comments are like scrolling kind of fast, so it's kind of hard to keep up, but I'll try to, read it if I do see it. Do you think that from the earthquake, they will go back into the Upside Down and find Eddie's body again in season 5? Yeah, I'm sure they recovered it and everything and, had a memorial and whatnot, but, yeah, there's definitely not any chance of him coming back, I don't think. Enzo's the GOAT. Oh, yeah. I'm still grieving Eddie as if he were a relative because to me, he is my family. Yeah, I feel you on that. Eddie's death was sad. It was very sad. He didn't go out in vain though. That was by his that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to be the hero. What do you think is under Lucas's bed? Use your imagination, bro. I think we both know the answer to that question. Oh man. Good stuff, guys. I would take Eddie's place instead of him because I love this character. Yeah, his dude, he was awesome. Mike should leave 11 and go to Will. Yeah, the thing is, I don't think Mike, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he, swings that way. So do you think if Mike wakes up, her and Lucas will still go to that movie still? Yeah, perhaps. Hopefully, Max will be able to see. That's the big thing. Because she lost her vision, right? So, hear me out. What if Vicky joins the group, dies, and Robin commits suicide? Wow. That would be quite devastating. But I don't think that'll happen, but that would be absolutely devastating. I don't know if you answered this. Who's your favorite character? Yeah, so I actually got that question answered to me in the last stream, but not in this one. But my favorite character overall is probably Jim Hopper. This season, I think it was Steve, though. I think Steve was my favorite character this season. I think in the past seasons, Lucas didn't show too much affection. It was still a kid. But in this season, he really started to realize how much he loved Max because he didn't have her. Yeah. And sometimes it takes that way when it comes to things in life, like the things that you don't have, to realize like how much you actually love and care about them, right? So, yeah, that's a good observation. In every season, there's a new person. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll have to see who comes into play in season 5. This could potentially be the theory about Victor Creel having him expose the chemical during the war. Give him Henry his power. Oh, that's a good observation. Yeah. In the same way that Sarah Hopper's death, yeah, was faked. Yep. That's a good point. The whole chemical warfare and stuff. Man, that's crazy. Eddie kind of acts like the drummer from Eddie from Iron Maiden. For sure. Jonathan Byers, let's be happy that Nancy, Steve, and Robin did not die, because everyone would be sad because they are like the best characters. Oh, yeah. Yeah, everyone would have been like bawling. I love how everybody in my last stream in the comment section are like, it's so sad, everybody's dead and everything, like everyone trolling and stuff. Like, it's like, nah, dude. Everybody didn't die. It's cool. It's funny though. I think Steve or Robin is going to die in the next season, mainly Steve though, because there's nothing left for his character really to do. Yeah, I really hope he doesn't either, but yeah, that's a really good point. Maybe he'll somehow win her over though. Who knows? I think Max is alive, but in a coma, because yeah, she's definitely in a coma. Yeah, she's not dead. Yeah, I think everybody was, JP. I think everyone was expecting a lot more people to die during this and everything. It's crazy. It was funny when Eddie and Dusty Bun, were fighting with their weapons, but I'm curious for season 5. Yeah, Lollipop, it's going to be interesting to see what goes down in season 5 for sure. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully we don't have to wait too long between, season 4 and season 5. But at the end of the day, though, I'm still happy with what we got here in season 4, because we know that season 5 will be the end of Stranger Things. So. Azor Dragon asks, what were your thoughts when the music played when Hopper was about to fight the Demogorgon and got chills? Yeah, the whole little synth riff of running up that hill, and then it just like culminated with the Stranger Things theme as well. Oh, that was incredible. I agree. That was unbelievable, man. That was like the climatic part of the whole episode there. It was dope. Marlon asks, I wonder how long we're going to have to wait until season 5. I hope it's not like too long, but I'm also okay with a little bit of a break as well. I'd be okay with like a year, probably a year and a half, I think I'd be okay with. But realistically, it's probably going to be like 2 years. But it's not going to be as long of a wait that we had for this one, that's for sure. So if so, they'll be like full-grown adults. I mean, they pretty much all are, right? Yeah, I already answered what I thought was under Lucas's bed. I said use your imagination. Like I said, I think we both know. And Dara, thank you so much for stopping by the stream. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Have a great night. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here, guys, in about 10 minutes. So let me know your questions and everything. And then I'll try to get as many as I can here before I wrap things up. Do you think Max can now see the upside down because of Vecna or 1? Yeah, there's a lot of people that have kind of mentioned that tonight. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. But he was in her mind for quite a long time this time. So maybe there will be like some kind of trace left, once she like wakes up. Yeah, and that's one of the best theories I think I've seen so far too. That, and like there was a clock theory as well, like the whole clock theory with the guidance counselor having like a clock necklace or something. I think someone mentioned it, like saying that could potentially be a key to unlock the grandfather clock. I think that's those are like one of the best theories that I have seen thus far. Yeah, that was like, oh man, that was super sad to see. I was super sad to hear that too. I was like, oh man, you know. Who would you bring back to life? Chrissy, Eddie, or Billy? Ooh. Wow, probably between Eddie and Billy. Billy's just like a jerk though, but it's not his fault that he's a jerk. It's because of his dad, his upbringing. He had a bad upbringing and everything. You know, he's really not a bad kid. He's just misunderstood. But at the end of the day, I'd probably have to say Billy, or I'm sorry, Eddie. Eddie. I said Billy. I meant Eddie. That's who I would like to see brought back if that was going to be something that could happen. But don't see that happening though. Definitely Eddie, 100%. When Max almost died, I was super sad. I was like on the verge of like crying. Like my eyes were filled up with tears. And I was like, no, this can't be her dying. Like she's not supposed to die. I didn't think she was going to die. You know, I was honestly kind of freaking out there for a second, and she came back, thanks to 11. And I was like, wow. It's just this show, the ups and downs. It's not good for the heart. It really isn't. It's like watching like your favorite football team go back and forth, in like the Super Bowl or something. Man, where do you think Vecna is now? Is he in the Upside Down? Half of Hawkins somewhere, or hiding and waiting? I think he's probably hiding and just kind of waiting, plotting his next move, trying to figure out what he's going to do next. I wonder if he's going to use the Creel house anymore as his mine lair, right? Because it was invaded, So he's got to kind of regroup and everything. So it might be a little bit. That's why I said there might be a time jump to the 90s, before we, start season 5. I think that the people of Hawkins will find out about the Upside Down because of how it is spilling into the real world. And hopefully they will find out that Eddie was a hero. Yeah, I really hope so too. Like, you know what I mean? Don't let the media rip up the fact that he was a hero and did such a great job and just tear the Hellfire Club apart. I thought that was terrible. I was like, no. I was like, that's not what went down. It's terrible. Braxton Studios asks, do you think Steve and Nancy will get back together? I think there's a possibility that could happen, but it doesn't look very promising right now, does it? Yeah. I think there might be a chance that it happens, though. We'll have to see. I still don't think this is true, but I saw a theory that Robin is a Russian spy. Oh, that'd be crazy. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. Yeah. Dark Vid says that the Duffers already filmed or are filming season 5, but are waiting for the right time to post it. Oh, really? Like they've already like filmed it and stuff? Wow. That's interesting. They probably have to I'm sure the editorial is they got a lot to edit and everything too. This has been an awesome stream hanging out with you guys. I'm going to hang out with you guys for about 5 more minutes before I call it a night here. If you haven't already, do me a huge favor and smash the like button if you've enjoyed this stream, hanging out, talking all things Stranger Things, Season 4, Volume 2. I am at 293 likes on this stream. Can we get it up to 300 here before the end of the stream? That would be awesome. And also, guys, if you liked this stream, I do videos like this often as far as streams go, talking all things entertainment, and then additionally I also do video game content as well, talking about video game news that releases. I try to get that information out to you guys as quickly as possible, and then sometimes I also dabble in some tech news as well. So that's your kind of content that you think that you would like and enjoy. Feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. It's good stuff. How long did it take them to finish filming season 4 when COVID first broke out? Yeah, I think they were just like paused once it broke out. Like they just completely halted everything for like I think like a year or so. You know, like it was a decent long time for sure. It was at least 6 to 8 months. So yeah, this chat was awesome. Good stuff. Thank you so much, Kate. I appreciate your kind words. Vecna Curse says, please read. I mean, look at we are not look at us. We are not heroes. I didn't run this time, right? Yeah, that was wild. That was wild for sure. Yeah, I don't know. My next stream will probably be later on this week. I had planned on streaming doing a let's play of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge potentially this coming Thursday. So you know, if you like that kind of thing, you know, I'll be hanging out and talking either way. It's going to be the same type of format, only playing the game and everything, talking about the game and just having a good time, you know, maybe even ordering some pizza as well to go along with that. So if you want to do that, you can feel free to join in. That'll probably be sometime here this Thursday. Make sure you have the alerts turned on so you know whenever I go live, guys. Everyone says will become bad, but I really don't think that's true. He is just unlucky kid who will probably had survivor's guilt. Yeah, I don't think he's bad either. He's a good kid. I really liked him this season too, by the way. I thought he was awesome. He grew up a lot too. So many grew up. It was great. I've never cried so much to a movie or TV show. Yeah, my wife was pretty upset too, Abigail, for sure. It was a very emotional time. I had to hit the pause button quite a few times there. It was a very stressful and emotional time during watching that for sure. Yeah, Max is definitely alive. She's just in a coma here for now. Couple more minutes, guys, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here for tonight. But this has been an awesome stream hanging out with you guys tonight. Thank you so much, Daniel. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Welcome to the wrap-up squad. Yeah, this is just the beginning here, hopefully. This has been fantastic. These last 2 streams have been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Again, like I said, if you enjoyed this stream hanging out with me tonight, do me a huge favor, subscribe to the channel, consider checking out my other videos that I have on the channel as well, as I push out videos at least once a week, and most times I'm pushing videos out like 2 to 3 times a week. So, you know, I push out content quite often. Don't worry, Vecna's Curse. I'll be back later this week for sure. I got to get some rest though, because that 3 a.m. stream that I had the other night, man, that was rough. That was rough because I didn't take a nap the next day, and I felt that. I felt that for sure. Yeah, the last 2 episodes were fire. Thank you so much, guys. Glad you guys enjoyed this stream. I'm going to go ahead and call it a wrap. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best on YouTube, the best 100% on YouTube. That's why you are called the Wrap Up Squad, and I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, sincerely. And I will catch you guys in the next live stream. It's probably going to be sometime here. Like I said, probably Thursday. I'm going to do a TMNT stream, Shredder's Revenge. And be sure to keep on the lookout as far as my other content goes with Stranger Things. I think I'm going to do a Stranger Things 4 Volume 2 wrap up, as far as you know, what went down and everything during the episode. You know, kind of like a breakdown episode about what went down during these last 2 episodes, because it was just, there's a lot. I'm going to see if there's some things that I may have noticed, you know, in my rewatch that I didn't notice the first time around. So definitely stick around and keep your eye out for that. That video will be coming here, you know, in the coming days or so. It's going to take some time, but I'll get it out for you guys as quickly as I can. So good stuff there. And Dayer, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm about to wrap things up though, so I will catch you in the next stream. I appreciate you guys. Until then, I'm going to go ahead and end this poll. We'll talk about the poll real quick before I wrap things up. There it comes up there. There it is. Did you cry at all during Volume 2 of Stranger Things 4, and 78% of you said yes, 21% of you said no. 2.2K votes. Wow. Awesome turnout, guys. Good stuff. Thank you guys so much for stopping by to stream. I had a great time. I will catch you in the next one. Until then, I'm A to the P. Albert Perkins, and we will see you in the next video. Until then, guys, and as always, peace. Later on, guys. Have a good one, and we'll catch you soon.